That wasn't me. I didn't shoot you. Come on, Aiden. Come on, Aiden. That's me, Aiden. That's me.
Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself. It's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Ay, yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. His first carry, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to... see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
On first down, it's Hines, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
The 17-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Jackson. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. First and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. It's complete to Grant. That third down conversion good for 23.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. The open man is Smith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A first down throw for Prescott. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
First down, Bengals.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run the counter. Hines. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
7.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
First down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Prescott going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Colts 14, Bengals 10. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going up top for Taylor. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Finding Knox there, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 53 yards.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down. It's Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Then a yard.
Throwing. Prescott. That's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. And the old pass completion for no gain. Not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll run for it with Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Completes it to Hardman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Right from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Prescott yet again. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Bengals 17.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game. Play action. It's Jackson.
And the this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now in Indianapolis. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Bengals 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On second down, Prescott again, eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So that one will be accepted. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Fourth down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second down and goal. Prescott. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Flush to his right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
1-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dawson Knox, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Colts 42, Bengals 23. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Prescott. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Bengals
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 40 yards. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Josh Lambo.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Prescott flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. To the air again, Prescott. Incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Herb Smith Jr. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they keep pace in the play. Outstanding as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.